What's going on, Aviator fans? Welcome inside another edition of the Air Traffic Control Podcast. I'm your host, Dominic Leacani, the voice of the Aviators for the 2024 summer, alongside my co-host, Sam Corbett, as always, PA announcer and pitcher on the road for the Flyboys. We are joined by two very special guests. We've got Cal Wipf and Owen Norris, second baseman, shortstop, and a pitcher for the Aviators. Guys, welcome on the pod. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
How you guys doing? I know at least for Cal, you're way far away in California, man. So like, what for both of you? What's the adjustment been like in these last couple of days of getting to Lafayette?
Most of the time change. I mean, I'm still 3 hours behind, so just trying to get used to that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what about you, man?
I only got like an hour change in my time, so it's not as bad as 3 hours, but it's not too much different from Iowa, but
Okay.
a little more hilly.
Yeah.
Rather hectic. Did you guys get in last night?
I got in a couple nights ago.
Okay.
Very late, though.
Yeah. And then I got in just yesterday.
So being in town for the last couple of days, able to check out the surrounding area, and obviously walking up to Loeb Stadium for the first time. I'm sure that was a pretty cool feeling.
Yeah, really cool. Town's a lot different than any town in California, so it's fun to see.
Let's start with this because, I mean, obviously you guys are from two very different places, but Cal, I'll ask you first. Being a Pepperdine guy and being from California, why Lafayette? Like, why decide to come to Indiana and play your summer ball?
So my hitting coach at Pepperdine, Danny Worth, when he went to Pepperdine and he played summer ball, he played in the Prospect League, and he actually played for Coach Sailors. So I'm kind of trying to do the same thing that he did.
Yeah. Okay. With the dance?
I believe so.
Very nice. That's awesome. That's awesome. What about you, Owen?
I had a call with Sailors, and right when I ended that call, I knew immediately, basically, that this was the right place. So.
Yeah, just knew right away. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys probably look up the pictures of Loeb Stadium too,
Yeah.
and probably show people like, this is where I'm playing this summer. Like, this is that's got to be a big reason.
Yeah.
Is it when it comes to both you guys, leaving or wrapping up your time with your colleges? I'd imagine that you guys are having some exit meetings with whether it's your for you being a pitching coach, whether it's a hitting coach or just head coach. Is there anything specific that you guys are coming to town with, saying I got to work on X, Y, and Z to go back to campus in the fall, and whether it's backing them up with film, with numbers, saying hey, I hit these specific goals that you were looking for, or is it something that you're putting on yourself?
For me, most of it's like consistency. Like when I was on, it was really good, and there were some games that the command for some pitches just weren't there. So coming here it would be really nice to work with Sailors and the other pitching coach just to get the command for more pitches.
Yeah.
I'm here mostly just get a ton of reps, play all over the field, and just get a ton of at-bats.
Yeah, I mean that's part of this, right? Getting more guys on the field, more playing time.
Exactly. Is that something that you're used to then? Is playing all over the field? Like, if you want to, like, would you want to play the outfield, like just all over the infield? Like, where are you like most comfortable? Or are you just like kind of like a utility guy that just goes, stick me wherever?
I feel like I am kind of a utility guy, but I feel most comfortable at third.
At third base.
Yeah.
Okay. Where is that? Just from a young age, you just played third growing up a ton, or?
Yeah, just third all throughout high school, and just.
Okay.
I guess with that third base, then was that kind of throughout high school out of just trying to find a way into the lineup? Were there other third basemen then that were like growing up with you, where it's like, oh, I guess if we got to get this guy in the lineup, let's also see if let's try and get reps at second base or shortstop.
Yeah, just kind of, especially with summer ball, didn't have a lot of middle infielders on my summer ball team, so I was like, I could play there, and just kind of played all over.
Long adjustment period? Because I mean, you see those clips of guys taking years to really feel comfortable there. Was it something where it's like, all right, couple of weeks fielding some ground balls at a different angle, and all of a sudden you feel it's third base just at a different position?
Yeah, just a lot of probably maybe one day taking ground balls just to get my angle right and feel comfortable. So
I would just imagine that being so used to third base and having to shift, especially I guess to second base, being on the other side of the infield, it'd take a little bit longer to get used to it but if it's only a day, good for you.
Yeah, I had a really good infield coach in high school that helped me out a lot. So
awesome. So Cal, you're at Pepperdine. when you're at Ellsworth.
Mhm.
I'm gonna ask both of you. We'll start with Cal. Why your institution? So for you, Cal, why do you feel like Pepperdine was the right choice for you?
I mean, obviously, historically, Pepperdine baseball is one of the top programs in the nation. It's hard to beat Malibu, scenery-wise. The coaching staff is great. Love the coaching staff. It's a great school academically, and one of the big things for me is the Christian campus, and I really like that. So.
Also, are you big in your faith then?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, was that instilled just from a young age, or?
Yeah, so grew up in a Christian household. So did both of my parents. So.
Awesome. Let's go to Owen. I mean, what about Ellsworth stood out to you, and why Ellsworth?
Well, I can't say scenery because not Pepperdine, but in Iowa it's basically just corns and stuff, so that's all we really got. But like first visit there, the coach loved the guy. Like our pitching coach and our hitting coach are like brand new to the place, so I didn't really meet him on my visit. But the main head coach, like right when I got there, I felt like this was the right place. It felt like basically another home, so that just made me feel comfortable, made me feel easy to adjust to that JUCO level.
Awesome. And we got a lot of people, and we were talking about this with a lot of other guys too. Specifically, like the JUCO grind, right? Like it's no joke.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of hard work goes into it. Why did you feel like junior college was the right choice for you?
My brother, he went JUCO, and he said that the grind and all getting up at a.m. that 6 a.m., that 5 a.m. those ones sucked, but the guys that he met and the guys he made just friends with that he still talks to today, he said he would never trade it for anything. So when I heard those, I was like, I want to go there, to another JUCO.
Before the college career, the first 18 years of your baseball careers, I mean, we've had guys tell great stories of their high school memories, but if it's anything before that, but your baseball career up until this point, what do you think the best memory has been so far?
I think it would be a high school memory. Our high school is very new. It's 5-6 years old now.
No kidding.
So both my junior and senior year, we went to state for the first time.
Wow.
For also history. So
yeah.
That's pretty cool. Because you got to build a program, you got to get a coaching staff, you got to get kids. I mean, what was that like? Just the feeling of making history and being the first ever at your specific school. Was that instilled in you by coaching staff? A lot of pride taken into that.
Yeah, the first year we did it, we were around 500 that first year. We went to the tournament, the play-in games, and we were just if we don't make it, we don't. But we all were just let's just have fun in these last games because we're only I think we were one of the lower seeds in the play-in tournament, so we were nobody thinks we're gonna do it. So then we just did it, and yeah, doing the history, just seeing that and the trophy case, you take really pride into I was on that team and with those guys.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey Cal, I want to ask you because I did a little bit of homework on you coming into this. You got a heck of an athletic family, man. You have a cousin that played for the Jaguars, right? Is that?
Yeah. So my cousin, he played with the Falcons and the Jaguars for 3 seasons in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
My uncle played in the Mets organization.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it professionally, but.
That's about it.
About it. No big deal. I had a grandpa that played in a pro ball, and then I got a cousin that played in the NFL. What lessons have you maybe taken from those family members that have played at that high level? What have you taken now? Just finishing your freshman year at Pepperdine. What lessons have you taken from them?
Talent doesn't take you far enough. You got to work hard. No matter how good you are, there's always gonna be someone that's gonna outwork you, and then eventually they'll pass you up. So
I love that mindset, man. Was that instilled very, very young?
Yeah, really young. Both my dad, he didn't play, but my uncle, they were both kind of together. Look, if you want to do this, you gotta outwork everybody. So.
No, that's awesome. Were they obviously big influential piece of your life? They coaches. You had your dad and uncle coaching you growing up. Was it more?
My dad coached me a little bit, but my uncle would come over and throw me BP in the cage in my backyard. So
that's awesome, man.
Yeah,
I love that.
And then Owen, for you I hate to assume, but being Iowa, I'm assuming that you're coming from a lot of blue collar, hard working uh, aspects like that.
Yeah.
What is that? What's that aspect transitioning into baseball like for you? Like, how are you bringing those uh, uh, life lessons that you've learned along the way onto the field?
Yeah, a lot of my like family, they're like farming, like they're countryside of Iowa, and they're like not a crazy amount on my like closer side, but they're like more Iowa City, so they're not as blue collar. But I have a bunch of like friends and stuff that are, and so like they're like always get up super early and they just work the whole day and they'll just keep working and working, and they may not like it, but they just want to keep grinding and stuff, and they get to do whatever they want. So that grind kind of just came into like baseball basically.
Right. You're
like,
around them the
yeah.
whole time.
Yeah.
You're around them all the time. You're gonna see.
Yeah,
how they-
learning from like how they're doing it, how they just keep pushing even when it's not a great day. So
Love that. Prospect League, one of the top collegiate summer ball leagues in the entire country. What excites both of you guys about playing in this league this year?
I'm excited to obviously meet new guys, and being one of the only guys from the West Coast, I get to meet a lot of guys from out here. It just doesn't happen a lot, so
Right.
I'm excited for that.
What's the adjustment been like? I mean, the comparison from going from the West Coast, you got your beaches, your coastlines, right, and then you come here to the Midwest, and it's just a lot of trees, a lot of sometimes cornfields. Like, what was that? What's that adjustment like in the first couple of days? Like, ooh, this is different.
I haven't really noticed it, to be honest. I just kind
That's good.
Yeah.
of going with the flow and just kind of doing my thing. But the main thing that I've noticed is a lot of different food places. I think you were saying something about, I don't know where it was, some like Chipotle knockoff
Yeah,
or whatever, and I
there's-
was like, never heard of it. So
Okay. You said you've been in town just for a little bit
couple
longer.
days,
Yeah. What has there been any places in Lafayette that have caught your eye, or you go, man, like I'm interested in doing that? Like, what can we expect Cal Wipf to do on his off days?
I'll definitely be going to the water park.
Yeah,
that place looks
the
sick.
cove behind. Yeah.
That place looks sick.
No, absolutely. It just opened. Like, this is Memorial Day weekend. Like, they just opened it yesterday.
Oh, wow.
It's out. I don't think it's open for too long.
Well, it's storming right now. So
Right. Well, obviously,
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's already getting wet and walk outside anyways. But no, like, I mean, that's on my bucket list too. I'm not here, right? Is it just?
Well, they've got the ramp ones where it's like you're on a mat and you can like dive down, and then they have one of those slides where the floor drops out from underneath.
man.
Yeah. That's pretty clutch, huh?
Yeah.
Are you
I don't
are you
know.
a big water park guy?
I used to go every year for my birthday.
Yeah.
I didn't like it because the ground gets too hot.
Oh,
So
that's fair.
I
don't blame you.
stopped going.
I
So
don't
I was like,
blame you, man.
I don't want to wait in line on my feet are burning off. So
You
Yeah.
can try to pull a cart. Like, I'm an aviator. You can let me get to the front. let me ride this ride.
Let me skip about 16 people in line. Just
Oh,
get
my
up in
dude.
front.
Kid, I'll sign a ball for you.
Owen, man, what about you? Like, what are you looking forward to the most being out here? Like, what can we expect you to do on your off days?
I mean, just getting to experience like a new part, because a lot of the places that I've been have just been really just a little bit outside of Iowa, like been to Nebraska and like Kansas and just like a little state like right next to it. So being able to just go like past Illinois and into Indiana, seeing like what's almost like Eastern,
Right.
like Midwest, what's that like? And it's really nice so far, and host family been great and stuff. So just trying to look around and find what's around, what's different, and then go from there.
Is this your first time in Indiana ever?
it is my
Okay.
first time. Yeah.
So that doesn't surprise me too much because you're from the West Coast. But you being a Midwest guy, is this your first time in Indiana?
Yes,
Really?
I
Okay.
believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't.
Nice.
It's not just driving. I mean,
Yeah.
first extended stay.
This is probably like it. Maybe when I was super young.
Yeah.
But this is probably like first time actually remembering it. So.
Is there anything specific that you two are just absolutely stoked for this summer, specifically maybe with on the field stuff? I mean, obviously playing at a gorgeous venue
Right.
is huge, but is there anything else that you're just like really looking forward to? Whether it's like making relationships with the guys, just getting more like playing consistently, like a pro ball schedule. Like, what's the big thing you guys are looking forward to?
Like you said, the pro ball schedule. I want to play every day, so I'm super excited for that.
Oh, what about you?
To learn, I'm really excited to learn from like different pitchers, like
Yeah.
what they like throw, or like what pitches, like if we have in common, like how do they throw it, or like what grips they have.
You wanna take us through your pitch mix right now? I mean, Sam's gonna hand you a ball. For those watching, you can see this, but we'll describe it audibly so you can hear it as well. But take us through your pitch mix on.
So usually, like, I'm more of like an off-speed type of guy. Like I'll throw sliders and change-ups a lot. So slider is very like almost like a curve ball, but since my arm is more like 3/4 slot, so I can keep the same grip and just spin it more, and it'll go slide more. I've been told it's more slurve than slider, but they move basically the same, like slurve and slider. And then a lot of times change-ups, my biggest one. I'll throw to righties and lefties a bunch, and that one's like the 2-seam grip, and my pinky's like almost not even on the ball, so it's basically like 3 pitches.
It's just floating. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like it'll be like right next to it, but
Just hovering on the
yeah,
line,
I just-
basically.
I basically won't even feel the ball with my pinky, and then I'll have a fastball that I just drift the seams because my ring finger is longer than my pointer finger. So if I hold it like that, it'll like cut more. So if I can just twist the ball, it'll stay more straight.
When did you start doing that with drifting more of the seams?
Fairly recently, one of my pitching coaches, he basically we were seeing the like changeup not getting as many swings anymore because of like the better competition. So we're just like maybe if the fastball was straighter, the changeup can like stay in the same spot and then it'll look the same. So
Awesome.
that helped. And then my last pitch was a sinker that I haven't had too long, and it's basically like a 2-seam grip, and you just get over it more, and it'll drop just like the changeup.
No kidding. I like that. I like that a lot. It's a very, very healthy pitch mix. So,
Mhm.
hey, before we let you guys go, you guys cool with some rapid fire stuff? Just quick, like
Sure.
3, 4, 5 questions. Let's start with this. Cal, I know you're a position player, but Owen, you can still answer this. Would you rather hit a walk-off homer or rob a walk-off homer?
Hit one for sure.
Hit one? Why is that?
I don't know. I just feel like I saw a guy for LSU do it the other day.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun. So yeah, I'd do that.
Oh, what about you?
I'd probably hit one
Yeah.
just because I don't hit.
I was gonna say, I feel like
Yeah.
any
Yeah,
pitcher,
any pitcher's
gonna
gonna
say
say.
hit.
Well, no. Last interview we had Kaden Wilburn say you wanted to rob one.
and your immediate reaction of like, really?
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Favorite baseball movie?
Sandlot.
Probably go Sandlot, or probably Sandlot.
Sandlot. Classic. Give us your MLB comps. Like, who you comparing yourself to in the big leagues?
Oh, I want to know what.
Owen just.
No, I don't think I know. It'd have to be a lefty, but
Can I give you Nestor because the mustache?
that'd be a good one. Maybe Tom Glavine,
Really? That's a
Ooh.
good one. Yeah, team of the '90s, Brady.
Yeah.
I like that.
because he had like a lot of sinker
Yeah.
stuff and stuff.
I like that.
I'd say maybe Bregman.
Okay.
Okay.
Like Bregman.
Very nice. I like that. Best lesson the coach has taught you.
I guess back to my dad.
Yeah,
But, talent doesn't take you
Yeah.
far enough.
That one was easy for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Owen.
I think B early was. Really
Yeah, the Vince Lombardi rule. You're on time. You're late.
Yeah. The coach, like, he always said, like, rather, like, just be early, and I've been early ever, like, to everything, basically.
Yeah.
Not just baseball.
Yeah. No, that's a good one.
How are, I got one. How
yeah.
are you guys killing time during road trips?
On the bus or
Yeah, on the
Like we
bus.
play Mafia or what?
online poker.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do a little $20 buy-in and poker app and mix it up tournament style or just a cash game. It's fun.
Are we up or down?
Oh, I'm up for sure. I'm up for sure.
That's the only question
Yeah.
that matters.
Yeah, I'm up for sure.
There was a couple times we played Mafia, but a lot of times it was just us, like, just joking around.
Yeah.
Just hanging out, so that helped.
Okay.
Didn't have to travel too far, so.
So let's say now the bus stops. It's like midnight. You get out to a gas station. You get 3 items you can purchase. What are you going with?
Water,
Okay.
Mike and Ike's. More water.
More water. So you
More
got you got 2 things of water and a Mike and Ike's. Okay.
Smart. He's saving money.
Right. Exactly.
Mike and Ike's not running you more than 250.
Now, can I ask what brand of water you're going with?
Biggest bottle, that's the cheapest.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'll give him that. He's a value guy. I like it.
79 cent.
Yeah. Jeez.
Are you a gallon of water guy? Like, do you like the jug?
Not the jug.
Not the jug.
If
Just
they
the
got
biggest you can find.
if they got the special cap,
Yeah.
I like those ones.
I like that.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. The description word of that for the cap.
Owen, what do you got?
Usually it's probably like either water, Propel, one of those two. Maybe there was like the Airheads, it's like those tiny rainbow ones. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
The long strips. It's like the
Bits.
tiny. Yeah, those ones were a good one. Like maybe trail check mix.
Chex Mix.
Yep, that was
Okay.
a good one.
I like it. Last concluding thought here. What's the biggest thing? If you had to set one specific goal for yourself to leave the summer saying, I'm happy and content with meeting this goal, what would it be?
Getting better in every aspect of the game.
I like that. Owen, what do you got?
Really, I think feeling comfortable, like knowing I gave it my all. I think that would be.
I love that. I'm with that 100%, man. I love it. Hey guys, thanks for joining me on this episode of the pod. I appreciate you guys coming on, and we're looking forward to watching you guys on the field this year, man. Go enjoy the rest of media day.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Cal Wipf and Owen Norris with us here on the Air Traffic Control Podcast. Thanks so much for tuning in for another episode. Be sure to subscribe, add us wherever you get your podcast, whether you're watching us, whether you're listening to us on Spotify, Apple Music, all that good stuff. Be sure to add us. We've got a ton of great content coming on social media as well. This has been another edition of the Air Traffic Control Podcast. So for my partner Sam Corbett and our 2 awesome guests, I'm Dominic Leacani saying so long. We'll catch you on the flip side for another episode of the Air Traffic Control Podcast.